Hello, thanks for dropping in. Today I'm looking at this machine. It's been quite a while since I've examined this. It's been sitting around, but when I look at this, it swivels. This is not some fancy pet innovation. It's some kind of thing I found. I think it's for the kitchen. Anyway, this is an 8K, not 8K, 16K pet. I'm going to turn it off because what I'm about to do involves water. It does like to spin. Anyway, as you can see, this machine has had an interesting life. It has. In terms of the cosmetics, to be sure. So yes, here we go with a magic eraser. Some of this actually does look like it's going to be quite a challenge because it seems there might be some even rust coming through. We'll see. But it certainly is going to look better once I get this done. Now, yuck. And all you do with a magic eraser is you get it wet, and rinse it mostly till it's kind of almost dry but not quite. And then you rub it on, and like magic, a lot of the crap goes away. On this machine, certainly not everything, but still it will be a vast improvement. The keys also are somewhat dirty. The thing about doing the keys is it usually kind of rips away the magic eraser, so maybe best to do that near the end. Well, that's some better. But it is filthy. This machine is. Yeah. But mostly, it's just dust. And the filth of the ages of time. For some reason, and I don't know why, this machine's nameplate here is missing a little corner. I cannot imagine why anybody would go out of their way to rip off a little corner, or cut off a little corner, but things happen. So I'm just going to rotate this around a bit and give this area, which is quite ugly, a little extra attention. Do I think this is actually going to come clean at the front? No, not at all. Let's watch this side. Watch it. It should come up very nicely, quite quickly. Still, rust and other things. Don't drop the magic eraser. Well, not really. And scratches. But certainly we do filth. Well, here's real filth. Oh, yeah. Yuck. But I'm sure you've seen, well, I'm not sure you've seen, if this is the first time you've watched anything, I have used magic erasers before, and like you can spray stuff on and let it sit and let it drink in and do whatever things, and it still doesn't do nearly as well as one of these. Now, is this machine ever going to be perfect? No. One thing about this machine that is unique, and that it was violated. Oh, a rip spot. Huh. It was violated by Commodore itself. See, Commodore realized that people were buying the 16K machines and then upgrading them themselves, rather than paying the higher price from Commodore. Well, couldn't have that. So they started drilling holes in the circuit board to make that. Not impossible, but certainly more of a pain, which is unfortunate. What they should have done is just price the 32K machine close enough to the price of the RAM, and then people wouldn't have bothered. But anyway, those holes in the board, I could show you at another time. That almost reminds me of something more like Apple would do. Like what they've been accused of in the modern times of making sure that certain older phones slow down. Alright, well this is coming along. Slowly. But it's coming along. But if you remember what it looked like, this is much better. I'm just going to go at the bezel a bit because it's looking a little. So here we have this side, and if we swing it around we can see this side. Yeah. So this one, as I see on the back, and I'm not sure if I can get that off, I'm not sure if, see there are numbers painted on this. I don't think they'll ever come off unless the whole machine would be redone. But this stuff doesn't look promising. The name of the school that this was in, I guess would have marked it with the number 5s. See that really? Well, maybe another trip. Sometimes it takes more than one go. This really looks like a bad stain of sorts. Anyway, on the back, in marker, it says St. Clair College, Thames Campus. I'm not sure where that is. I'm not. But here, it's funny, on here is, and this magic eraser is going to be ruined. But that's okay, that's what they're for. The number 5 is painted on, as well as written on, and I'm just wondering if the one in marker is going to have any more luck at coming off or not. And I think the answer is, at this moment anyway, no. It will not. Yuck. So the magic erasers, especially when under heavy duty strain such as this, do not last forever. This one was not used very much, but this is certainly going to kill it. I will try. Right here, it's like it's almost like a paintball shot. I'm going to take this and really put some pressure on this. And what do I find? It makes no difference. Okay. Well, let's spin it around. Yuck. Ah! Don't drop that. here is the top. Filthy, but look at that. That's the thing about this. In short order, the filth. It's pretty much gone. Permanent things are, in fact, permanent. Not much you can do about them. And this bowl of water gets filthier and filthier, and this magic eraser gets smaller, smaller. Go across there. Ooh, that is some serious crud. Doesn't go across the other. Ew, that is some serious crud. Oof. Yeah, my finger's starting to go through this one. And I do not have another one right handy here, but that is okay. Because this is the preliminary cleaning. There will be more. No, I don't. Well, I might as well go across here. It doesn't show up as much on the black, but you know, oh, there it is. There's even an official sticker from the school, which I'm sure is very hard to get off. Yuck. And I'm just going to give this a wipe. I mean, the name on this machine may or may not be of interest to anybody, but it's part of the history. It is, so I'm not going to go out of my way to erase the history. That's one thing that doesn't, when you use the magic eraser on the screen, like, they don't really dry things off. So then typically you end up with a screen that looks, well, that you've wiped it. And it's dried not well. So I'm going to take some paper towel and tidy that up a bit. Yes, beautiful. So, here we have this machine. I'm going to give another try to this stuff at the front here, which really doesn't seem to be making any headway on that. Well, maybe some here. So maybe there's hope with, I guess it depends on how many magic erasers I'm willing to sacrifice here. Yeah, maybe it's a little better. Maybe. I'll tweak. Let's look over here again. Maybe I'll get this one just a little bit wetter. See if more water helps. Also got to watch out that the remnants of the magic eraser don't end up in the keyboard. Oh, there, yeah, this is really coming apart here. But the machine is far from perfect, but certainly better than it was. I often find a second go around is not necessarily bad, perhaps with a fresh magic eraser. Because this is not fresh anymore. Anytime you do one of the creases, it certainly eats away at it. Let's see. I'll come back over here. Oh, I can get some more under there. Some of these places are hard to get at. Ugh. There went a big hunk of magic eraser. Yeah, this one, it's... Wow. There are magic erasers that are meant to go for tougher surface. They have a kind of an extra sponge thing in the middle of them. They do. This, as much as I would like to say it is making a difference, I mean, I can see on the magic eraser, I can see kind of a little bit of the filth. I think, as you can see, there's not much left here. So it may be, what I really need to do, give this a little more water. I mean, if it's dead, it's dead. Is just keep on scrubbing with this one until there's pretty much nothing left. I guess it might be having a little bit of an effect, but yeah, I think it will do better. Oh, the 5 is coming off. That's probably what I was seeing the remnants of. Maybe not the dirt, but the paint. I am pushing right now with tremendous force. Yeah. Well, I'm hopeful that maybe if I keep at this with a fresh magic eraser that isn't falling apart, that maybe this filth will go away. I was not intending, and I don't think the number 5 will ever go. But then, of course, you never know. I didn't think it was gonna. I didn't think any of it was gonna come off. I'm gonna give a really. Look at this. It's like nothing. I'm going to get a good corner, and there's one dirty, slimy thing right here, which looks like it would be the end of where things were. And I'm going to, not big strokes, but really go at that one little awful spot. And it does give me hope that maybe it will look some better. Of course, after you have cleaned it some, there will be some water dripping around it. So maybe not the best thing to turn the machine on immediately. And it might not be bad to wipe it down with something else, because as you can see, this magic eraser was not new, but it's pretty dead now. So stay tuned. Just give another little gentle. No, you know what? The magic eraser is just coming apart. It's just coming apart. It's becoming part of the dirt. Alright, well, that is enough for now. If you remember, slime on the back. No, I'm going to get that off. Water in these things just is not a good thing. So I'm going to leave this to dry. And this magic eraser is dead. Dead. So here we have what was an incredibly filthy pet. Now, not perfect, but you know, maybe I can get this 5 off, maybe I can get the other 5 off. Certainly this 5 is coming along, and it has definitely made a big difference. So once again, you can spray cleansers, you can use all kinds of things. I don't think you will find anything as good as a magic eraser, and really, they don't cost that much, so if you end up wiping out a magic eraser for the sake of a machine like this, I think it's a good trade-off. Besides, we're not here to save magic erasers. We're not here to collect magic erasers. We're here to collect vintage, genuine, magical Commodore machines. While I'm here, I'm not sure I can open... Oh, that's leaning an awful lot. Can I open it? No. I cannot open it while it is on this tickety-boo thing here. So at some point we will look inside. You can see the holes in the circuit board that Commodore did put there. But not now. I'm going to take my filthy water and move along. Thank you very much for being here. Always a pleasure. Stay tuned as I continue to try to get organized. Oh, I can't tip my hat. Bye for now.